Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are doing my first tattoo video. I thought it'd be cool to film this because there's a lot of people out there that are like, well, I want to get a tattoo, but I don't want to get a tattoo at the same time. So I'm not here to convince you to get one at all. I'm just here to tell you about my experience and how it went. I got my tattoo on my arm right here, and it is my constellation. So it's like what the little dots are for, and then the N here represents the symbol of the constellation. So I really wanted to get that because I've been obsessed with my zodiac sign for years. I really wanted to get it and I really liked it. I actually saw an idea on like this on Pinterest. I saw how this one girl had the stars, just the stars in the constellation, but I wanted the N as well. I drew it up and I really liked how it looked. I'm like, well, I want to get this. A few things to really think about is commitment. You have to think about it for a while because I might regret it in a few years. And I mean, there is a such thing as cover up, but if you get a huge, I don't know, gorilla or something on your back, you might not like it in a few years. So it's something really to think about. It was my first idea to get like the constellation tattoo, and then everyone else kind of copied me. There was 4 of us that went. Me, my aunt, my mom, and my cousin, and my sister, which is Nikita, which is the one that films beside me on our channel, Sisters from Deaf Misters. So yeah, we all went on July 11th, so it was about 2 weeks ago that we got them. And funny thing is that day was a really strange day because I had to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning because I had to be to work for 7. And I was working at 7 to 2, so it was a really long day. And I didn't actually get to record any footage or anything because it was just such a busy day and I was so tired and I just didn't even think about filming or anything. Yeah, I had to work at 7 to 2 in the morning, so I had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't really eat anything, so I had like a yogurt in the morning. And night shift we get 2 15-minute breaks, but night shift gets a 30-minute break, so I didn't know that, so I only took my 15-minute break, and I didn't eat anything, I just drank something. After I was done work at 2 o'clock, got a phone call or a text from my mom, and she's like, when you're done work, get out here right away. And I'm like, because I really wanted to have a shower and I really wanted to actually eat like lunch. So I called her and seeing if I could actually have a shower and get lunch, and she's like, no, he's really busy, you should get here like right now if you want to get this done. And I'm like, grr, because I actually switched my shift so I could get that afternoon off, and then I had the next day off and the next day and like 3 more days after that, so it would give it some time to heal because I didn't want a new tattoo in like an atmosphere like that because it could get infected and stuff. I didn't really want that. I called her and she said, no, you have to get out here. So I came home, changed my clothes, went back out in town. I didn't eat anything all day, and I got to the tattoo parlor and I was really excited to get it though, because I mean, I was slightly nervous, but I wasn't at the same time. I was just kind of worried about the pain, but I mean, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but I was still worried that I wasn't going to be able to make it through. I got to the tattoo parlor and I saw everyone there and they all had their tattoos done. My cousin was getting hers done. And my mom and my aunt showed me theirs, and theirs looked really cool, and I was like, okay, this is pretty awesome. And it was just weird because I would never think in a million years that I was going to get a tattoo that day. And then after my cousin was done, the tattoo artist had a little bit of a break because he was doing 4 tattoos in a day, so it's a really long day for him as well. So then I got to the chair and he put the thing on me. He put like the stencil on me, and then he was like, I'll just leave you here for a minute and then we'll get started on you in a few minutes. And that was all fine. He started to work on me. He started with the first few like stars up here, and I was like, oh, that like hardly hurts at all. Like it was no big deal. And then he started to get further up here and I could start to feel it, and I'm like, but it wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't. But then probably 3/4 of the way through, I started to feel really hot and really like clammy and gross, and then obviously I turned extremely white and I almost fainted. So they were on me like freaking, I don't know, flies on shit, I guess. But they were on me extremely quickly, so they got me like towels on my neck and on my forehead because I was like freaking, I felt like I was in a sauna, but I didn't look like I was because I was extremely white. But I was extremely hot, but it was because I didn't eat anything all day. So that's something that's extremely important when you go get a tattoo. Make sure you eat. Because if not, then you will probably pass out. Although I didn't actually pass out, but I felt like I was going to. But it's because I didn't have, because I mean your body's going into shock when you're getting a tattoo. You need to like boost your minerals and all that stuff so you don't faint. And I didn't do that because I didn't eat anything all day, which was pretty stupid. Anyway, after about, I was probably like that for 5-10 minutes, and then he was like, when he was working on me afterwards, he's like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? And I was like, it was fine. Like, I wasn't nervous or anything, because he was like, oh, it's a case of nerves and all that, and I'm like, no, not really. It's because I didn't eat anything all day, and if I don't eat anything all day, then my sugars would go like, poof, and then I get like that, and I hate it. But that's what happens. He was really good. He was a really good guy. He did a pretty good job. Probably the third day that I had this, it started to scab. Right now it's pretty good. It's almost done healing. There's just a few scabs here, but I can go over it and it's not really much of a big deal, but it does need to be touched up a bit because I can see where there's still some of my skin that's poking out. But I'll like really be able to tell once it fully heals. So, tips for tattoos. Eat before you go, because if not, then you will probably pass out. Make sure that you are comfortable with the artist. Well, not really comfortable, but you have to make sure that they're clean, because if they're not clean, then you should probably run. Like, if they're not wearing gloves or if they're not cleaning after every person that goes, you should probably not go to that person even though they do a good job, because that's not sanitary at all. Look at the prices. I mean, if you want the tattoo that you want, you're going to pay any price that you want. But, I mean, prices are pretty important, especially if you're a kid and not making a lot of money. I only paid $80 for mine, which is pretty good. And I'm not sure if we left a tip, but I kind of hope we did, because he did a really good job on all of ours. Trying to figure out where you want it before the day. And don't change your mind! Oh my goodness gracious, do not change your freaking mind on your tattoo. Because I had my mother and my cousin that were like, well, maybe I want this. And it was like 2 days before we were gonna get these tattoos, and it's like, no. Like, keep your mind, like, you can get other ones later, but for now, make sure that you know what you want. You can't keep on changing your mind. So, it was very frustrating, especially for me, because I'm like, stop changing your mind! But it was still good. We all like our tattoos. They're really nice, and they all represent something about us. Aftercare, because aftercare was actually really easy. All I really needed to do every once in a while, like, not mainly during when it's scabbed, but before it's scabbed, I would wash it very smoothly with some Dove soap, because you're not really supposed to use any scented stuff. So I used Dove soap, and I washed it, and then put paper towel on it, dabbed it with paper towel to dry it, because you're not supposed to like rub it with anything hard or towels or anything, because they have like bacteria and shit in them. So yeah, aftercare was really easy. Sleeping was a little bit difficult because you weren't really supposed to lay on it or anything. It's kind of in an awkward position that you're like that when you're sleeping, but oh well. Yeah, overall it was a good experience. I will do it again. I'm definitely getting more tattoos, obviously. I'm planning on maybe getting a sleeve or two, I don't know. But that also comes with a lot of money. But I'm hoping to get another 2 before the summer ends. If you guys have any questions on tattoos, or what I'm going to get next, or how aftercare was, or when he was tattooing me, or anything like that, leave a comment down below, or you can actually find us on Twitter as well, and I'll leave the link down below. And you guys can ask us questions there, because Nikita also has a tattoo as well, which I think she might do a first tattoo video. I might convince her to do one. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, leave comments down below, find us on Twitter and all that, and then you can ask us. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up, and just like show me that you liked it, and like I helped you guys make your decision and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your summer, and stay tuned for more videos because I finally got a new computer. So now editing is going to be extremely easy, extremely better than what it was because my other computer was extremely slow and it took like 50 million hours to edit these videos. But now I have a really fast computer and it was a really good price. So I'm extremely happy, and my cousin finally has, or my sister finally has her computer set up with the editing system that we use, and she's going to hopefully be starting new videos as well. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys extremely soon. Bye-bye! What?